you're still one hell of an operator.
Know what I am, my friend, is desperate. I'm willing to say or do anything to keep my husband out of jail. I meant it, Sean, when I said I need him. This is very important.
All right. I do have other pending matters. I mean, matters that concern the Quartermains as well, so I guess they're going to have to take precedent over Ray Conway's death. But a woman was poisoned in this house, and I intend to find out who's responsible. If it turns out being Alan, he goes down. And no old connections between you and me, friendship, memories, or even sympathy is going to change that.
Okay, fair enough.
And if some new evidence linking Alan to Ray Conway's death surfaces, I pursue it.
What are the chances of that happening?
About 1 billion to 1.
Those are odds I can live with.
Now, I want something in return.
Go for it.
You tell me who hated Catherine so much that they wanted to see her dead.
Oh, try opening the phone book. It'd be much easier for you to figure out who didn't. I think the only person in the dreaded and despised department would be Damian Smith, and we know how he's ended up. But I will tell you one thing. It wasn't me, it was not my husband, and it wasn't either of my son.
Could you tell me how toxic traces of your prescription medication ended up in Catherine's bloodstream?
I think if you took a random check, you'd find that prescription for tranquilizer in maybe half of the medicine cabinets in Fort Charles.
Oh, maybe, and maybe not. Well, if you are finished playing me like a violin, I'm on my way.
Thank you.
You are welcome. You take care. How beautiful.
I will.
All right.
I need a word with you.
No, certainly, my boy.
No. I am not your boy. And tell me why I didn't know you were blackmailing Bradley Ward.
Well, now, I'm warning you, Jason. You address me with a more civil tone in your voice, or you will be talking to thin air. I will not tolerate your disrespectful attitude.
Well, how am I supposed to react? Tell me. When these little bombshells go off everywhere except in this house where I can hear about them from an actual member of my family for a change. This whole Bradley Ward mess has been a topic of conversation around here for weeks now. You know I'm friends with Keisha. Do you think the fact that you were blackmailing her uncle was pertinent?
I thought I'd made my feelings about you and that young woman abundantly clear. For the rest, Jason, I don't have to report to you. Whatever I may or may not have done, I based my decision on whatever I thought was best at the time.
Tell me something, Grandfather. Was Bradley Ward grateful?
And I won't be second-guessed by a child who cannot possibly understand the combination of forces that contributed to Bradley's death. You weren't there. You don't know.
I am not a child.
Then stop acting
But
like
you're not
one.
going to tell me, are you? What's the matter, Grandfather? With the gun, the blackmail, the pressure to call off the investigation? Is it just too difficult to explain?
Now, this inquisition will cease now.
You two, please settle down. We have enough external forces to deal with without going at each other. And by the way, I have managed to eliminate one of the external forces. You may cross Ray Conway off your list of immediate problems.
Oh, well, I'm impressed.
How'd you pull that one off, Mom?
Well, my dear, your mother may be down, but don't count her out. Not by a long shot.
What? What is... Who is this new woman that just walked in here? What? Did I miss something? Perhaps, what, a new hairdo or something?
No.
No. Earrings? A new outfit?
Oh, come on now, you're teasing.
Yeah, you're right, I am teasing, but I gotta tell you something. That is a killer smile on your little face. What is going on?
Well, I have a piece of very welcome news for you. You are home free.
I'm free. I'm free from what?
What do you think? Sean was here earlier, and barring the emergence of some new little piece of evidence, which I doubt will be forthcoming, the Ray Conway investigation is officially closed. You, my sweetheart, are in the clear.
Monica, how in the world?
Well, apparently Sean suspected Lois of poisoning Catherine, and Lois did not take kindly to that, so in her defense, she did something totally foreign to the Quartermain mindset. She told the complete, unvarnished truth.
How much did she actually tell him?
Everything. Everything about Ray Conway's death and whatever she knew about the cover-up, and all about Catherine's blackmail.
So she confirmed Sean's worst suspicions.
Precisely.
Well, why isn't he here reading me my rights?
Because, love of my life, his hands are tied. Sean knows that whatever Lois says can't be used as evidence because it's hearsay. As far as the cover-up goes, well, the lack of evidence, that doesn't make for any kind of a case either.
So he's not going to be pressing charges?
He himself said that if he hadn't come up with anything by now, it wasn't likely he was going to. He finally realized that he didn't have any other options but to just drop the case.
Doesn't sound like the Sean Donnelly I know.
Well, maybe he had a little persuasion. But the whole thing is, you are off the hook. Isn't that wonderful?
I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure I like the sound of this at all.
Can't imagine what you are suggesting.
Oh, yes, you can. I know, Sean. I also know that look in your eye. Now I understand why you were in such a good mood. I also understand why Sean dropped the case. You were flirting with him. Or else he was flirting with you and you let him.
Would it make a difference?
Would it make a difference to have my wife flirting with her old lover?
Well, I did it to save your hide.
It is dangerously close to selling your soul to the devil. However, at the moment, it's not your soul I'm concerned about.
You're jealous, and you're way out of line. But it is the nicest compliment I have been paid in a long time. Thank you. Do you know what it means to feel attractive just for an afternoon? I wonder if Sean knows what he's done for me.
Oh, he knows, all right. Don't worry. And I'm telling you, it didn't do this jealousy streak of mine one bit of good.
I guess you're just going to have to live with it, aren't you?
Well, it's a good thing I'm not going to prison. At least I can keep an eye on you this way.
That's true. That's true. And I would love to stand here and revel in all this attention, but I have made an appointment to get my hair done. Oh, and for the record, it wasn't my soul that Sean was interested in. Jealous?